Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
We are from class 4AA. Group 3 will be presentation about research article with the title is Nursing Efficiency in Maintaining Fluids and Electrolyte Balance at Pediatric Intensive Care Units. Before start presentation, let me introduce our group members. First, Dita Cahayatiningsih. Second, Indriasri Utari. Third, Ita Prayulis. Fourth, Kelvin Anglingkusumo. And the last, me, Hairinanda Aurelia. First, I will presentation about background and introduction. What has previous research found? Nurses play a vital role in caring for critically ill children through careful assessment and monitoring of any change in health condition and providing prompt management. Also, they should have critical thinking and advanced problem-solving skills based on evidence-based practice to ensure the highest quality of care provided to pediatric patients. These findings are in agreement with 40.41, who conclude that there were highly statistically significant difference between pre and post program implementation in relation to the total mean score of nurse practice regarding measuring fluid input for critically ill patient for all items of fluid input P less than 0.001. Why did the researchers carry out the study? What is the problem? Fluid and electrolyte balance are critical for the maintenance of life and homeostasis. Therefore, the aim of the study was to evaluate nurse knowledge and practice in maintaining fluids and electrolyte balance. What are the limitations of the recent study? However, the majority of respondents disagree that there is enough space to write the fluids number on the chart, and less than two-thirds of them disagree that fluids balance information is recorded in too many different places on patient records. This is highlighting the need for the educational program for critical care nurse on preserving fluid and electrolyte balance to promote patient safety. And then what are research questions in the study? Mentioning the purpose of the study. The study aims to evaluate nurse knowledge and practice of maintaining fluids and electrolyte balance in intensive care unit Egypt. Next presentation will be a presentation by Dita.
Okay, next, method or methodology. Who were the participants? Mention the number of population and sample in the study. A convenient sample of 50 nurses was included during the period from January to August 2021. Where and when did the researchers conduct the study? This study was conducted at intensive care units, Menofia, Governorate, Egypt, and from January to August 2021. What were the technique and instrument used in the study? Quasi-experimental research design or pre, post, and follow-up study was utilized to fulfill the purpose of the study. Next, how did the researchers collect data? Fieldwork, the data collection was conducted from January to August 2021. First, the first phase or assessment phase at the beginning of the study, the researchers presented themselves to the nurse and clarified the purpose of the study. Then we required to complete the interview questionnaire sheets, which 2 minutes or pretest. The researchers complete the observational checklist while monitoring fluid and electrolyte balance using tool 2 or pretest. Nurses were informed that they were observed 2 days per week in the morning shift. The assessment phase lasts 3 months to complete the desired knowledge and observation. Weakness in the knowledge and practice of nursing staff were identified and program goals were set. The second phase or implementation phase, during the implementation phase, the nurse caring for critically ill children received an educational nursing program or Arabic teaching booklet. The researchers create it after evaluating the current literature and based it on an assessment of nurse knowledge gained from structured interviewing questionnaire using tool 1, and to monitor nurse fluid and electrolyte using tool 2. Edit based on observation from the observational checklist. Group of nurses were created, or each group was interviewed 2 times per week. Morning shift according to their availability. Each interview extends between 25 until 30 minutes, and each group involved 3 until 4 nurses. Each group participated in 2 educational sessions on theoretical and practical parts as follows. The first session includes theoretical information about fluid and electrolyte balance and calculation. The practical session includes fluid and electrolyte monitoring. In these sessions, research use lectures and graphics to convey content in a clear and simple language, as well as presented simple training videos for practical skills. The researchers end the session with a summary of the main points with positive verbal feedback, and each nurse received the Arabic teaching booklet for both theoretical and practical parts. Number 3, the third phase or evaluation phase. The nurse knowledge and practice fluid and electrolyte were reviewed immediately post-implementation of an educational program, and it took 3 months or post-test. Reassessment retention was performed after 3 months or follow-up test.
How did the research analyze the data? Survey data were entered to statistical package of social science version 22 software. The categories variables were offered as number and percentage. Generally, the level of significance was set at a value less than 0.05, while p-value more than 0.05 indicate non-significant result. What did the research find? 1. At first, it was revealed that there was no nurse who had previous training in fluid and electrolyte balance. Second, there was a discrepancy in the amount of fluid required with hypovolemia 46% and 56% respectively. Meanwhile, most of the nurses had correct knowledge about post-test and follow up with accurate knowledge. 91.25% and 81.81% respectively. Third, good perception of fluid balance monitoring 64% and 86.08% respectively. Also, all studied samples agreed that inaccurate fluid count were a risk for critically ill patients. 1000%. For more than 2/3 of nurses, 70% were satisfied with the design of the fluid balance chart sheet, while more than half a nurse, 52% disagreed that the space for writing fluid figures on the chart was adequate, and less than half of them disagreed that fluid balance information was recorded in too many different places in the patient record, 42%. 5, the majority of them had a good perception of 24-hour fluid balance, correctly calculate and document at the same time each day on pre, post, and follow-up tests. 78%, 80%, and 94% respectively. 6, demonstrate an incompetent practice where a minority of nurses studied accurately check the hemodynamic status of the patient periodically, auscultate lung sound, and observed for udem and grade 10% to 2% and 6% respectively. Neither of them assessed skin turgor for elasticity. More than half of the studied samples assessed patient for sign of fluid deficit and checked for sign of hypervolemia 60% and 58% respectively. However, on the post-test, the overall practice score was 81.81%, representing competent practice. More than half of the nurse observed the patient mouth and nose and behind the ear. Auscultating lung sound, 68%, 54% and 52% respectively. In addition, it was seen that there was a decrease in the total exercise score, 76.18% after 3 months follow-up test compared to the immediate post-test. 7 revealed that there is a positive relationship between knowledge and skills of nurse post-implementation of educational programs. Also, there were statistically significant difference among the nurses studied in their level of knowledge, perception, and practice between pre and post implementation education programs.
Discussion. Did the finding answer the questions? Explain the finding based on the result of the study, support by the theoretical framework of previous research. The finding is the study revealed that all nurse students were women 100%. This finding is in agreement with three, which state that all research samples 100% were in the field of GWAID student, namely education and training is nursing. Regarding this result can explain the nursing is a universal female profession in the cultural of society. According to their education level, half of the sample student had the behaviors danger 50% and less than there of them had a nursing diploma 30%. This result condition 21 how for the most of the participants 98.2% had a behavior danger in nursing outflows. This displayed by 22 holds that the half of the research sample had graduated from technique into institution. Furthermore, less than half the participant in the study, 40%, had 6 to 10 years of experience and 20% of them had less than 5 years of experience. These that are in line with previous research tree, which show that 37.02% of nurses had 6 until 10 years of experience and 36.54% had 1 until 5 years of experience in critical care in unit. The finding condition 23, which show that 77.5% nurses had less than 5 years of experience, which only 22.5% of the sample study had 5 until